Guys, hello. Welcome to Mass Effect. This is Jake. Welcome to Jake Plays. I think I'm rebranding my channel that now. So I've attempted to start this game once before. I'll probably I might get rid of those videos. Maybe. I don't know. But welcome to my first part of the Mass Effect Trilogy. I've been playing Andromeda a lot. I've been watching a lot of multiplayer from Mass Effect 3, and I thought, you know, I'm much better at the game now than I used to be. So why not try to do an Insanity Trilogy run? Or at least hardest difficulty I can figure out. So we're going to do just that. And in terms of uploading it, this is going to be really casual. It might be a bit spaced out, but if you like it, okay, cool. Any feedback is appreciated. Blah, blah, blah. Let's just get into a new career already. I also apologize for the audio correcting the software does, because it's going to quiet anytime I'm talking, and then when I'm not, it's going to get volume back up, which is good for dialogue, but, you know, could get kind of annoying. So the hardest part about this was I wanted to figure out which class I wanted to do. We're going to enter a new ID. You know what? We're going to be custom, because I'm not going to be a soldier. If that... yeah, because, no. I will not do soldier again after my first trilogy playthrough, and it was super not exciting. I mean, Mass Effect 3, you get some ammo powers, but that's about it. Jake Shepard, yes. So, I'm pretty sure, with the class I'm going to choose, that the first game is okay, and then the second and third game, once the powers become a bit more, like, frequently usable, that it's going to get a lot more interesting. But regardless, the first game, I really like the first game's story, even though it's really short in main story missions. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the side mission stuff. But let's look over these three. You got Spacer, which is the typical military brat colonist. Your family's killed, and you're saved by Alliance patrol. And then you were an orphan in a life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance when you were 18. I'm going to go with Spacer. That seems like the default Shepard way to go, but really it's just, it makes the most sense to me. Soul Survivor. Okay. So you fought while everyone else died. War Hero, you saved a bunch of your fellow soldiers, and your bravery and heroism got you medals of recognition. And then Ruthless, basically if you're going to be a renegade, you choose this. Due to some of the horrible decisions to be made in this game, I don't think I'm going to be a renegade on this. But who knows? If I somehow get all through these games and then maybe even play Andromeda, I might just do a play by feel then. But for the purpose of this game, I'm going to be the typical good guy, which is like, it's okay, not great, but, you know, worse things have happened. So I'm going to go with Soul Survivor. Now, to set the tone for the rest of this series, we get to choose which class we want. Soldier, super default. It's really easy to get, like, honestly, from Andromeda's multiplayer, I've learned I'm really good with guns compared to powers. It's not that powers are bad. I'm just more of a gunsmith than anything. Engineer's cool. The idea of it is cool, but I don't know if I like the support role as much. Adept is broken as hell in these games, especially the first one. So it's like, it's okay. Infiltrator's what I did my last triple, I'll call it the triple playthrough, but really just the trilogy playthrough. And man, that got really fun. Tactical Cloak is easily my favorite power in Mass Effect. You got Sentinel, so they're very durable. You got Tech and Biotic mix, which is pretty nice. And then you got Vanguard, which in the first game is not that cool until you get charged starting in the second game. So we're going to go with Sentinel because Biotic and Tech, so it's really power heavy. It's durable, especially after you get Tech armor in the second game. Plus, I want to collect everything, and this gives you the ability to unlock any possible storage units and stuff like that. So, we get a bonus talent. I was not aware of this, but considering how OP assault rifles get to be, I'm going to go with shotguns. We are going to do a custom appearance because why the hell not? Facial structure. Alright. So let's try to find one that's not horrible looking. Alright, we'll go with that guy. Head, we're gonna make this. No, that's too thin. All right, there we go. Oh, there's more stuff. Honestly, it's like not a lot of the face isn't what I'm worried about. What I'm more worried about, we gotta lower that eye height though, because that's bothering me. Iris color, that's always important because eyes are a big part of this game. So, ooh, we're going with green. We're going with a really bright green because makes the dialogue more engaging. Nope, face structure's fine. We will change the hair though, even though you don't get to do like. We're gonna get him a bushy brow guy, but hair does not get too interesting until I'd say Andromeda has the most interesting hair options, but that's fine. Let's just do that. Nope, he is gonna be a dark brown haired guy. Sure. You know what? I'm not too worried about his appearance, because I'm probably gonna have him wearing helmets usually anyway. So we'll just call that good. Jake Shepard, Spacer, Soul Survivor, Sentinel. Boom. Yes.
Identification confirmed.
Combat difficulty. Hardcore. Let's do it. The hardest. I've only played this game on normal. So, most enemies scaled up based on the player's level. All enemies have protection. Bosses have immunities. This is going to be ugly. Like, because my survivability in the original Mass Effect is pretty freaking terrible. So, I'm going to have to be very careful. Auto level up? Nope. Subtitles? Yes. Target assist? Just because of how terrible the gun mechanics are in this game. To me, this game has the worst combat, obviously, because, you know, technological advancements, whatever, but the combat's just terrible. So, I'm going to leave that target assist. Squad power usage? Active? Yes. Auto save? Yes. Go.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He saw his whole unit die on the cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startlingly new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. Basis of this incredible technology was a force that controlled space and time, greatest discovery in human history, and they call it Mass Effect. So, this series is like, it's gotten flack lately due to Andromeda's really mixed reviews, which I actually enjoy Andromeda a lot. But considering this game was made in 2007, which is like fresh off 360 release, or at least very beginning end of the 360's lifespan, I gotta give them credit that this game is very impressive.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
Honestly, I'll probably catch flack for this, but if whoever's played Andromeda that's seeing this, comparing the original trilogy to that game, after going back to this series, the original 3, I don't know why, but I just do not like Shepard's voice acting. It's a good voice, but it's just so bland compared to the Ryder brother and sister in Andromeda, I guess, because it just seems so much more realistic and emotion-driven and stuff like that. But I digress. We get to go through this big fancy Mass Effect Relay for the first time. And there's going to be many more, but that's fine. Also, this trilogy should cover all of the DLC from 2 and 3. You know, story-driven, mission-wise. I will probably find a optimal order to do those in, but really we just have to make it through Game 1 first, because Game 1 takes forever anyway, because there's just so many repetitive side missions.
Remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. Only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
And here we go. So we have our very default custom-looking Shepard. I should have fixed his nose. That's going to bother me. So the motion blur is definitely intact. I'm playing this on an Xbox One. So I think I've played through it on Xbox One before, and I don't know if the frame rate was helped much at all. But one thing I do like about the first game is the much more RPG-esque elements of it, where you have each of your powers and you use 1 point per block. You really need to allocate your points carefully. Yeah. So I'm going to focus much more on the powers, and I also, this is how I always start the game. I always input the first 3 points and keep my Paragon / Charm level as high as possible, just so I can get all of the Paragon options. Number 1 priority. And right now we have Decryption. Okay, so this is what does Sabotage. So versus the Geth, Sabotage is extremely useful. Barrier is also going to be extremely useful, especially on this difficulty. I'm guaranteed I'm going to max that out. And I also need to work on Throw and Lift, and Stasis is important too. Every power is important for this, and including Sentinel, which is mainly pistol, cooldown. Okay, so pistol power and cooldown. So for now, we're going to leave those 3 points in Charm, and we are going to at least progress through the intro sequence of this. So the first thing about this game is that you get to know obviously all the mainstay characters who are going to be around for multiple games. Hint, there's not that many, but there's a decent amount. If you haven't played these games and you're watching me play it, 1, I'm flattered, thank you, and 2, what are you doing? You can get the trilogy for like $20. Do it. So this is the first conversation we can really have.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had, and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
Another thing is, if people have feedback on this, that's totally cool. Leave whatever comments you'd like in the comment section below. But for the time being, I am going to do the additional options just so that we can get as much of this experienced story as possible, because I haven't taken the full time to come through this in a very long time.
More patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
Man, Corporal Jenkins, you're just rearing to go, aren't you?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
I try not to think about it, Viz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did.
I don't think I've ever seen this option before.
Let's not dwell
This
on the
conversation.
past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers.
It's exactly what I was thinking.
Police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
If only you knew, Chakwas. If only you knew.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
So we just got 2 Baragon points there. Got 11 experience, which we only had 33. So, we should talk to Navigator Presley too, actually, because he's a pretty big part of the first game, at least on the Normandy.
Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheap. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious the shakedown run is just for cover.
The funny thing is that with the stealth drive is that it hides all their heat emissions, which, yes, can avoid scanners and whatnot, but all people have to do is look out a window and they just see you floating there. Because that makes sense. We can just cover up all of our heat signatures, sure, but... Oh, hey, is there a big ship out there that's not on our sensors? Blow it up. Boom. Done. But that's fine.
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here.
Ooh, he's got the sad eyes.
Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of...
That's not speciest or racist or whatever.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board.
Well, at least he's willing to listen to reason a little bit.
We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
22 experience. I actually, I think I'm going to take, since I'm going to make this a series, I'm going to take the time to fully explore all the nooks and crannies I have. Or all the nooks and crannies that I can in this. Because, I mean, this is cool. The only thing that's unfortunate is I can't max out my character in one playthrough. That's one thing that kind of sucks, but that's fine.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
I love Anderson's voice actor.
More than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on a cruise. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
I think we already know all this stuff, so we can just go.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
comm traffic at all. It just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
And here we are. So, I think this is a good place to cut off for the first episode. So thank you for watching my first part of the Mass Effect Trilogy. If you like it, stay tuned because there should be more coming. So, thanks for watching, guys. And